Hey, what's up guys, here on the Fire Sports Pod, where everything we do here is fire. You guys know the drill, so let's get right to the TikTok I have for you guys today. We're going to be going over what's happening tonight in the sports world. First up, guys, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the OKC Thunder at 52-24, taking on the Pacers, who are 43-34. I'm actually going to take the Pacers, covering the -6.5 spread, and I'm going to go with the over of 234.5. And at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Trailblazers at 20-56, taking on the Wizards, who are 15-62. I'm going to go with the Wizards, covering the -2.5 spread, and I'm going to go with the under of 225. At 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Magic at 45-31, taking on the Hornets, who are 18-58. I'm going to go with the Orlando Magic, covering the +13 spread, and I'm going to go with the over of 205. At 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Sacramento Kings at 44-32, taking on the Boston Celtics, who are 60-16. I'm going to take Boston, cover the -9 spread, and I'm going to go with the over of 226. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Spurs at 18-58, taking on the Pelicans, who are 45-31. I'm going to take the Pelicans, covering the -11.5 spread, and the over of 219. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Knicks at 45-31, taking on the Bulls, who are 36-40. I'm going to take the Knicks with the win, and I'm going to go with the over of 212. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Miami Heat at 42-34, taking on the Rockets, who are 38-38. I'm actually going to go with the Miami Heat, covering that +3 spread, and the under of 215. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Raptors at 23-53, taking on the Bucks, who are 47-29. I'll take the Bucks, covering the -14.5 spread, the under of 229.5. Last but not least, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Pistons at 13-63, taking on the Grizzlies, who are 26-50. I'm going to take the Grizzlies, covering the -1 spread, and the under of 213. At 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Warriors at 42-34, taking on the Mavericks, who are 46-20. 46-30. I'm going to take the Golden State Warriors, covering the -1.5 spread, and the over of 222. At 10 p.m. Eastern Time on NBA TV, you have the Minnesota Timberwolves at 53-23, taking on the Suns, who are 45-31. I'm going to take I'm going to go with the Minnesota Timberwolves, covering the -5 spread, and the over 216.5. 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Utah Jazz at 29-47, taking on the Clippers, who are 48-28. I'm going to take the Utah Jazz, covering the -12.5 spread, but I got the Clippers winning the game, and I'm going to go with the over of 223. Crushing defeat today with the Yankees. Sorry I wasn't able to get to the spread and what the game was going to be earlier. I've been pretty under the weather. So we got to the game a little later. The Yankees did not get the win today in their opening debut. We had an earthquake today during batting practice for the Yankees. Torres did not have any problems. He kept going and kept hitting. But it didn't help us because we lost 3-0. Toronto came in and killed the Yankees. I mean, couldn't get no hits. We barely got any hits. I believe we got a total of 5 hits on the game. We just could not handle their pitcher. He was amazing. The Yankees fall, but they are 6-2. Toronto wins. They improved to 4-4. We got a game tomorrow. Now we move to the NHL. We're at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The Flyers at 36-29-11, taking on the Sabres, who are 36-35-5. I'm going to take the Flyers with the win, and I'm going to go with the under of 6 goals. At 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Capitals at 36-29-10, taking on the Hurricanes, who are 47-22-7. I'm actually going to go with the Hurricanes, and I'm going to go with the over of 6 goals. At 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Rangers at 51-21-4, currently holding the best record in the NHL and have the most points. So we are the best team in the NHL right now. The Red Wings are 37-30-8. They were really good in the beginning of the season, and they just have, dropped dramatically throughout the whole season. So I'm going to take my Rangers, of course, with the win, and I'm going to go with the over of 6 goals. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. At 9 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Avalanche at 48-22-6, taking on the Oilers, who are 45-24-5. I'm going to take the Avalanche with the win and the over of 6.5 goals. At 10 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Kraken at 31-31-13, taking on the Ducks, who are 25-47-4. I'm going to take the Kraken with the win and the under 5.5 goals. At 10 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Vegas Knights at 42-25-8, taking on the Coyotes, who are 31-39-5. I'm going to take Vegas with the win and the under 6 goals. Now we move on to the women's Final Four today at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. You have NC State, number 3, at 31-6, taking on number 1 South Carolina at 36-0. We are taking South Carolina with the win. At 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN, the game of the night. You got number 3 UConn and Paige Beckers at 33-5, taking on number 1 Iowa at Caitlin Clark at 33-4. I'm taking Iowa and Caitlin Clark going to the national championship to face South Carolina. Peace out, guys. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy the games tonight.